1, 2, 3.
Court is
Like
in
2 hairs forward. It
session.
was closer.
No, that was good.
The 100% Eat Food Court has begun.
Whoa!
Dude, this sucks.
That's awesome.
This is ridiculous. If you are watching this live, thank you for joining us on Discord. If you are watching this later and you are seeing the chat, realize the chat is being very mean to me, and I didn't do anything to deserve it. Come on.
I think they're being very funny to you.
Nick is eating the 2-week-old Oreo.
Yeah, that episode came out a week
now.
It's not
a week ago
There's no way it's better.
for the audience,
No!
but for us, it's been about 12 days.
Was that the food he meant, or is there other food?
There's no other food. I
Okay.
don't know what he was talking
That's
about.
why I'm asking.
Yeah.
Was he talking about that food?
I think he was talking about that food.
No.
What are you talking about?
What are we gonna eat?
Was I not here to tell you that he wants food?
I know. Did that?
Because I would have eaten food. Like, I would have not eaten if I thought we were going to get food.
I-
and there's no problem with him going, feed me,
I
whether you
wasn't
want to or
expecting.
not.
I wasn't expecting food.
I wasn't expecting
ate.
it, and
Uh-huh.
I ate as well. I'm also not saying no. I'm questioning why he waited till he started to start saying it.
That's true.
Because he wouldn't have been happy about it anyway, but he would have done something. Now it's too late.
That's very true. He did
So-
not bring it up until we started.
That's what I'm confused
Oh,
about.
my bad.
I mean, I don't think anyone
could
should
you
be
let this
confused.
happen?
It's him.
Usually he starts
This is what
making
he
his,
does.
Remember when he said he didn't say anything about the cherry poppers? And we said bullshit. We just said it for you.
Right,
This is
right.
what happens
This is
when
it.
we're not
Yep.
here to say for him.
Yep.
Right.
He waits too long and then he freaks out.
Yep.
Laugh, funny man.
Well, we have sent our subpoenas, and we are expecting a very full docket today of what we will be ruling on. Our judges, Jordan and Michael, will be rolling on.
You flubbed through it and I let it slide.
I know.
And then you did it again.
Yeah,
I looked at Jordan.
I mean, I couldn't get it the second time.
What
Just
we are
bad news.
ruling on,
Yeah.
and then we will roll you. And then we're going to roll you and take all your time sand. Where is it? Is it in his check his shoes, check his socks?
We have.
Been to the beach. Dude, I hate when I go to the beach and get all that time sand.
That's what I'm saying. You hate it.
They always put the little showers to rinse the time sand off too far away from your car, and
I
you just
never
get more
go to-
time
I
sand.
take all the time sand.
Well, let's bring in our first subpoena. This is one that I'm very interested in.
I hope you're interested in all of them.
I'm
because
very
you picked
interested
them.
in all of them.
Okay.
This one, I
This
think.
one, gotta be honest, kind of a dud.
This
We
one's-
only had 40 million to choose
This
from.
one stands out as something very strange, and this could
Strange?
potentially be the last of this docket of food court submissions.
Yeah,
We
going
will-
all the way back to May.
Yeah, so we will have to put out new submissions, and if you go to patreon.com/100% eat, sign up, you can get right to the top of that list. Just like Jay McPherson. Jay McPherson, are you here? Raise that little hand of yours.
Wasn't at the
Let's
top of the
bring him
list. You
in.
just said this is the old list.
Yeah.
So
Jay-
I see the connective tissue you were trying to do there.
Jay McPherson. Who's Stephen Flo? What did you do?
Well, I think that's a different person.
Yeah, I know. He's just clicking around.
Stephen Flo.
Where's Jay? Jay? Oh, Jay, if you're not here, I'm
Oh,
going to get
man.
you, dude.
We definitely have to.
Come on.
Whoa.
If this is the one I think it is, I think we should read it.
I don't like that.
if that's the case, then if Jay gets here, we are putting a
You know what
bench
that makes him
warrant.
look like?
We are putting a bench
We need to
warrant
put an
out.
APB on.
That makes him look like a really bad guy.
It's-
One guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah,
Makes
I
him
know.
look
I
just
know
like
exactly. I know exactly. It's weird how making someone's face smaller makes him look just like that guy.
It really looks like that bad guy.
All right, we're gonna have to get the monkey bounty hunter on this guy.
Okay.
This is Rainy.
He's gonna find you and hover over you while you do things, trap you in corners, and scream for extra food. Just so you know.
Well, Rainy J, if you show up, let us know. If not, I'm gonna read this because this is freak mode.
Okay.
I'm a cookie sucker, but my humble leech-like ways are rejected by society. Essentially, I like to dip cookies into milk, then suck the milk out of the cookie, and repeat 1 or 2 times, basically until the cookie is falling apart or it's too smushed to absorb milk anymore. It's lightly sweetened, and the flavor of the cookie can seep into the actual glass of milk the more you do it, making the milk an additional little treat once the cookies are gone. I don't do this with all cookies because some just don't have the structure to withstand multiple suckings.
Jesus Christ alive. I know why they didn't show up for this.
You know?
Okay.
And I And I also don't do it every time I have a cookie that can. Mint Milanos are my favorite to do this with. I have no idea when this started or why I started doing it. It just tastes good, and I like the feeling of sucking out the milk.
Stop hiding.
He's saying this. Him.
And people
This is his
think-
words.
and people think I'm a freak when I do it in the privacy of my own home, mind you. Is this so freakish that I'm not even allowed to do it in front of my immediate family?
Don't.
Please help me, my kings. This is Jay McPherson. Jay, if you happen to show up and you want to show your fucking face for this, you psychopath, let us know. But guys, the cookie sucker wants a ruling on what he does.
My favorite part of his message is that he adds some other things. It's like, look at all these other benefits of me sucking the cookie.
Right.
Uh-huh.
It makes the milk taste good. It makes the cookie taste good.
I know where you're going with this.
This guy just likes sucking cookies.
Yeah.
If he wanted the milk to taste like the cookie, he would just put the cookie in the milk. and
Right.
Yeah,
let it
he's also
dissolve.
he's talking a lot about benefits the milk receives. That just happens when you put a cookie in.
Yeah, that happens when
You don't have to suck
He's-
a cookie.
He's drowning
You're totally right.
the cookie.
Yeah.
And then going, ooh, it's wet enough. Time to suck.
I mean, I got to be honest.
Look
with you
at
here.
me in the eye while I suck the cookie.
I got to be honest. First of all, someone in the chat summed this up 2 sentences in to that. They just wrote degenerate.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure how this act looks because I haven't seen it.
Uh-huh.
But a lot of
Somebody's putting. That's a straw. If you use the pure wet, that's just a
That's
straw.
a straw.
I
Yep.
feel like a lot of this and the should I do it in front of the family is really heavy on how you're describing it.
How is
Stop
he doing it?
saying cookie sucking,
Yeah.
sucking cookie, sucky.
Yeah.
Stop saying that. Right?
And
Just
how,
like
how hard is he sucking these cookies?
Because even if you sucked on it in front of someone, I feel like you could do it without anyone knowing.
Yes.
Or you just like put it in your mouth.
you
and
can do a
give them-
subtle suck.
You do a little subtle suck, or you go.
Yeah. Are you going?
Yeah. Guys, here comes
Here.
another suck.
Yeah, you
Get a
can
load
do
of this.
Everyone gather round.
You could be doing you could be sucking cookies on the down low, bro.
right.
I
yeah.
could be doing it right now. and
You
don't
got-
even know.
When they say, "Am I allowed to do this in front of family
Where'd you
and
go for a
friends,
second?
or do I
Nowhere.
have to be shamed to do it in privacy?" I feel like it's because how you're describing it and the way you're going about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're really just dunking a cookie in milk and eating it. Get a little suck. I suck a little bit sometimes and shit I'm chewing on.
I get
but
it.
it's like you could chew gum, every fresh piece of gum, you're sucking it while you're chewing it because that's where all the juice is.
You get some juicy.
But I don't go, I'm sucking gum now. Hey, Ma! I'm going to suck another piece off. My friends think it's so weird. I just like sucking gum.
also a horribly inefficient way to drink milk.
Right. Now, I could be wrong, and it could be a very elaborate suck going on. But the information we have, and without them defending themselves,
Do you?
it seems it seems very
You
descriptive.
know what also is really upsetting about his description?
What's
The
that?
way Eric read it and how he kind of started making it sensual for some reason.
I was reading it the way they wrote
He
it.
was reading it like it was a Sarah J. Maas book.
It was the it was the fact that he keeps doing it until it's mushy
Yeah,
and it can't hold the milk anymore.
Like he says that the only thing stopping him is when it
the cookie
loses the structural
deteriorating.
integrity.
Eric was imagining his cookie getting
The only reason he goes, that's enough for this one, is because he physically can't suck it anymore.
Like the cookie's gone.
Yeah.
You know? Like he's not eating.
It's like a vampire discarding a human body drained of blood.
The husk.
Yeah.
like for,
The cookie just
like,
collapses.
He's not
There's just a pile of
he
dried
doesn't
out Oreos in
describe
the
ever
corner.
eating the cookie.
No.
It's constantly being reused to drink the milk
He's-
and then goes back
he's-
in
You know what I like?
until there's nothing left.
He's cookie sucking, but this is just the way he drinks milk.
You know what I like? I like
Yes.
a nice juicy steak.
Uh-huh.
I don't suck steak.
Do you don't? Hang
It's
on.
very juicy.
Now, you
I
don't-
go, I'm like absorbing the juice as I chew it and I eat it.
But what
I don't
if?
suck
have you
it.
have you
I
tried
don't,
sucking?
I feel like I am sucking it, just maybe not to this level.
What
I
if
also
you
don't get a
get-
bucket and spit it back
What
out
if you
when
get
I'm
a
done
little
with it.
piece of steak and you put it in your mouth and you go, and then you take it out and then you put it back on your plate to reabsorb whatever sort of like steak juices on the plate? Okay,
that'd be strange.
he's gasping.
You just taught him something.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's
We're not doing the regular podcast right now.
Stop right now.
We're not sucking steaks for a podcast.
I'll eat a steak.
There's gonna be a new
Your microphone's off.
There's
suck
gonna be
on
a new
suck a
high-end
steak on a
restaurant.
He needs a steak. Jordan, go home. He needs to suck a steak. Do you have any?
Jordan, go steak.
This is the power of the dark empath. I'll suck a steak.
There's gonna be a new high-end restaurant that offers like one cut of steak, and it's like, what am I supposed to do with this? Oh, sir, you don't eat it. This is a vessel for you to suck juices. This is your sucking steak.
This is the SS suck ship.
So the thing that Jay is writing to us about is he's sucking the cookie. He has leech-like behavior, as he self-described. And he says, is it so freakish that I'm not even allowed to do it in front of my immediate family? Like, where
Sounds
does
like
the
it.
circle...
I think the line that he's crossing is that he's doing it, like Michael said, too overtly. And
Just go for little sucks.
he's calling attention to himself.
Yeah.
He should, next time he is in that setting, announce to everyone, guys, I'm reformed. I'm not going to do it anymore.
Right.
And then he's going to do it subtly and no one's going to notice.
I feel like
Unless that's what he wants. He wants the attention.
He might. And
he
yet
wants to
here
be
he is getting
labeled.
the attention yet again.
Labeled as the cookie sucker of the family.
As the...
Wait, hey, we've all got one. And if you don't know the cookie sucker in your family, I got bad news for you.
Uh-oh.
Over there. Okay.
Yep. It's
find it.
if you can't find the cookie sucker in your family, it's Nick.
No.
Yeah, I feel like if you just kept it cool, people would just think you're eating cookies and milk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it gross?
But
It's pretty gross.
maybe there's something over the top about it. I feel like I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt here.
I'm kind of trying to do that too. But the way he's described it, it's almost like he wants the shame.
He
of
wants
it.
the shame. Do you
Yeah.
think so? He's like cookie sucking and the shame gets him off.
Yeah. He's like,
Whoa.
I don't know what subgenre of kink it is, but
It's not good, whatever it is. It's not even like 4chan stuff. It's like weird 8chan stuff. Like it goes deeper and
I might
grosser.
be 16.
Yeah. So what's the ruling officially? Like, what do you think? Is he allowed to do this around other people? It's like what's?
Let me lay something out there, and
Yeah.
I'll see if you agree.
Yeah.
He may suck cook, but
How did it take us this long to get to that? How did we
Just
not?
the time was right.
Yeah, wow.
but
The time
he
was right.
has to do it in a way that doesn't call attention to himself and make him the center of attention,
Mm-hmm.
because then that's loud and gross and annoying, and it's
Yeah.
probably what he
Like,
wants.
Maybe he, like when people aren't paying attention, he sucks cook under the table.
He's sucking cook on the DL.
He may continue to suck cook in private as loudly as he wants, but in amongst other people, he must do it subtly, quietly.
No.
Do not draw attention to himself.
Now listen, four white guys making this joke, baby. This is a podcast.
This is a stream.
That's
This is special stuff. Watch out. We're going to label you a cook sucker, too. Watch out. I've seen you do some pretty strange things with cookies when we weren't looking.
This
We
is some
thought
Mi-
we weren't looking.
This is some Michael Jordan special
It
stuff.
really is. This is a good one.
What do you think of that, Michael?
Yeah.
Okay, in
yeah.
private, subtle in amongst people.
Yeah, like because if you are getting off to this, which we know you are,
you are.
Yeah.
we know you are.
We heard how Eric read
You
it.
you might balk at like oh, but I don't want to rein it in public. But then it becomes like a voyeur thing. Like I'm
Yes.
getting off in public and they
Right.
don't know.
Mhm.
Like a little bit like you might get caught. But then when they're not around, you can like yell and scream like you would kind of throw your while you're having your
Cookie suck.
yeah.
While you're
That's
sucking
what I
cook.
think.
Yeah, and that sounds good. Also, mint Milanas, that sounds gross.
Why is that the one that he's
How
like,
did
dude, that's
someone
awesome?
already right out the gate though just blasphemize cookie in milk? Is the other
Right.
thing here. From
Yeah.
all the weird shit people have sent in.
Yeah.
All right, guys, sit down for this one. I dunk a cookie in milk, but also
I'm sucking that thing dry.
it starts dry. He makes it wet, then sucks it dry again.
But that's not the end. He re-wets it and sucks it even drier.
You can't re-wet it. You can suck the milk out of it, but it's in your fucking mouth.
I just don't
It's not getting dry.
I mean,
Right.
he's dipping it back into
How many
the
sucks
milk.
do you think it takes for
to
one
get
of those
to
cookies?
the center of the sucky pop.
to get to the center of it,
It
falling
can't
apart.
be. It cannot be more than 3. And I bet if he were here, he would have a record for the most times it ever happened.
And then also he would say, "It's not that bad. It's not that bad."
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So maybe we didn't need him here.
Yeah, I mean,
we knew how it would go.
it's probably good that we didn't have him here, honestly,
Yeah.
because that's
I think he would have. He probably would have just left after.
Might
we
not
said
even
suck
been
cook.
able to talk because he would have had a mouthful of cook. Take that cook out of your mouth before you speak to the judges.
Walk down to his job and slap the cook out of his mouth.
I don't suck cook while you're working. Don't come here and do it to me. All right, are we done with that one?
Yeah, fucking cook sucker.
Is that the title of this one? Jesus.
We're
I don't
16
know,
minutes.
I don't know
in.
that we
Let's-
could get
let's
away
see.
with that without context.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man, we gotta
I
watch
don't
it.
know that we can get away with it with
Yeah, I was gonna say I just don't know if it's helping. Do we have Spear Sigma, Jeremy B? Jeremy B.
Jeremy,
There he is. Invite to speak.
Oh, baby.
Jeremy.
Come in,
Last
Jeremy.
name.
Jeremy, how are you?
Oh, good. How are you all?
We're doing great.
We're good.
We've had one successful ruling.
Yeah, what do you think about suck and cook?
Yeah, how do you feel about the cook sucking?
I mean, I've done it before, but you do it once.
Right.
Oh, just to try it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like the really
you like
crispy
it.
chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, I see.
Oh,
Just the
yeah,
cookie.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
take
yeah.
it one time
yeah,
ever.
yeah.
I get it. I see what you're saying.
Wait, $20 is $20,
It's not-
man.
you don't dunk it twice.
No, I hear that.
Right.
Well,
you can't unsuck that cookie.
Yeah, I don't. Like, was it? We're going backwards.
we are.
I
We're
know,
going
I
I was
back.
gonna say, was there like a cook shortage?
Yeah.
I assume you have a whole sleeve of them, but this is Jeremy's time now.
Yeah, Jeremy, you sent us in a very interesting, I guess, food crime. Would you like to read about the mayo on saltines, etc., or would you like me to read it for you?
I was gonna ask, do you want me to go one at a time, or do you want me to drop them all?
Let me hit you
There's
with this. Here,
multiples?
let me give you this one. I'm starting from where you sent triple threat. I can go into much greater detail at request, but the short of it is, my wife likes to put mayo on saltines. She and most Puerto Ricans, she claims, enjoy letting a slice of cheese soften in coffee/cocoa, and her cousins prefer lunch is a Costco sliced ham on whatever bread you can get smeared in peanut butter. So let's
I
start.
debated calling it the family affair at first. but that's not good.
Yeah. Now mayo on saltines. Jeremy, is that something you indulge in?
So no, this is my wife and her cousin who lived with us for a while, and I do have my wife here to defend herself.
Oh my God. Okay. So mayo on saltines. What is it about mayo and saltines that are? What is that? Why?
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. We're a podcast.
Hi.
Welcome. We're
It's-
sorry.
It's delicious. I don't see what the shocking thing is here.
The mayo on saltines. You don't see what is curious about that at all?
I'll say this.
No.
Okay.
I'll say this to your credit. It's the least offensive of the three.
It is, and it's why I wanted to start with it, because I think that mayo on saltines, while not something I would have, is
There's always the want for something on a saltine.
Right, and
usually I do butter.
typically it's a cheese, I would think.
Yeah.
See, that's why I related it to
Yeah.
butter. I thought that made more sense.
Right.
Have you tried that?
Yes.
Okay.
There's no mayonnaise.
Uh-huh.
It's no- hey.
Oh, right.
It's no mayonnaise, but
It's-
what is?
Listen, it's no mayonnaise.
Now, let me ask.
I want to say what she hasn't mentioned. The first time I found out she had this, we'd already been together for years.
Oh no, it's too late.
A year.
A
A
year.
year.
She
I get it
went
right.
into the
You
kitchen
were
and said,
entering the second
Don't
right.
judge me.
Oh my God. So she knew. So you knew. So you knew. You knew it
I
was.
knew he might.
Uh-huh.
I knew he might question it.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So
And so I'd had a long day at work.
And you didn't need that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
I usually it would be like my late night snacky.
mhm.
and I couldn't wait. I'd wait until he's like in bed sleeping.
Okay.
Okay. Always a good sign of like
Under the cover of darkness.
with a
good.
flashlight
Yes.
under the
Okay.
under the blanket.
Exactly. But you know, it was a rough day working healthcare,
Uh-huh.
and I couldn't wait.
And
So he just
okay.
And so I immediately judged her.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's fair.
Michael, did you have something?
Yeah. So there's a couple things here.
Okay.
I get the saltines, great little snacks. You put something on it, right?
Yeah.
A cheese, a butter. Mayo isn't the craziest. I
Okay.
don't like mayo. Maybe that makes it easier for me though,
okay.
because people put mayo on everything, right?
Right,
People put
right,
ranch
right.
and everything. I wouldn't eat it. Doesn't seem that crazy to me.
Mhm.
I think if I saw this in the wild without any preconceived notions, it wouldn't be that strange. But it is it's questionable when you come in and say, I don't think it's that weird, but also I do it in secret at night when no one's around. So those two things don't make sense together. If it's just a regular normal thing, but I hide it. And this time I had a really bad day and I couldn't hide my secret. And that's how he found out. It just
Remind
seems
me, your mom taught you it, right?
Yeah, so for me it's perfectly normal. Like it's a snack my mom taught me. It's like what my grandma
Did
would
she
have.
teach you to hide it from people though? Like no one
No,
can
I
no
was
one can
just
know
hiding
you're
it
special.
because-
They're not like you and they'll never understand.
I was just hiding it because Jeremy had yet to experience it.
Right,
And
yeah.
You don't
we
want to
just
just
moved in. We'd only been living together for like a couple months. At this
Yeah.
point.
right. And you don't want to just drop that on him. You want to
No.
like
Exactly.
work it up.
Exactly.
Yeah, that
I
makes
get
sense.
it.
But-
Yeah.
Well, the other
When I
question
go home with my mom, you know.
Oh, it's not-
We're doing it in front of each other.
Well, the other question I have though is, do you enjoy mayo a lot on other things, or is this a very specific thing?
Great question.
Yeah.
I would
like
say
other things.
100% with like the tuna.
But that's normal. Like, okay, what do you have
Yeah,
in tuna
but
salad?
it still smells
Mayo.
awful.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to figure
salad.
out if it's like
Right.
just this particular combination of
with that
flavor,
picture, no-
or you're
no
just like a
Kewpie.
mayo
Won't do
person in
Kewpie.
general.
Okay. Is
I'm
there
a mayo person in general.
Okay,
Okay.
so is it a certain kind of mayonnaise? Like, do you squeeze it on, or is it like grab the knife, or are you dipping the cracker?
So I prefer like little squeeze bottle
Mm.
ones.
Makes it
You
easy.
just-
Yeah.
Just
You
makes
just,
it easy.
you just kind of squeeze.
Grab
them
the
on there
Hellmann's and
and
go
for
nuts.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? Just squeeze it. Go squeeze directly into the mouth and then bite the cracker. Honestly,
That made like my insides tight. Like that made me feel bad.
I don't think it's that strange, to be honest.
Okay. Okay.
But again,
So,
I don't like mayo.
Yeah.
Right.
You put shit on crackers.
okay.
It could be worse.
So ruling on the first food thing, we're saying
you're not free from judgment.
Uh-huh.
Especially when you try to hide it. Like,
I've committed no crime. Don't look.
but you're free to continue to do it. But
Okay.
just be aware you can always be judged
that's right.
when it's a little weird.
As go ahead and,
Okay.
and pound the gavel on this first one. And now we're going to get to the next one, which is something that she claims most Puerto Ricans do, which is in letting a slice of cheese soften in coffee or hot cocoa.
And I should say, not like slice, like a thin slice, but like a chunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
it's not like a slice of American cracker.
You're talking like a block of
Like a
cheddar
chunk
cheese.
of Gouda.
Yeah, like
Huh. Nick's
so the
loving
cheese
it.
I grew up with is like we call it queso de bola, and it's just this like round. It's like the cheese covered in like the red wax.
Yeah.
Gouda,
Like a
Sure.
baby bell. Like a baby
Yeah.
bell
Baby
kind of
bells.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it still in the wax when you put it in?
No.
Okay,
no,
good.
no.
Good. All right,
She
we're
eats
figuring it
that
out.
off first.
And
Just
now,
checking.
do you prefer this in coffee or hot cocoa?
I love coffee. So
Okay.
I prefer coffee, but
Okay.
hot chocolate works too. You get that kind of sweet and savory thing going.
So you're putting it in as like some sort of garnish for the coffee, and
Well,
you're
you
drinking the
put it
coffee
in-
with it in there.
Yeah, you just drop it in there,
Split.
and then you just continue sipping your coffee. Let it get nice and melty and goopy.
And then about halfway
And
through,
then you drink your coffee or cocoa, whatever you choose. And then at the end, you have this melty, delicious snack at the end.
Now, is it
Or-
like fully formed at the end, or is it kind of sludged at that point?
No, it gets kind of sludge. It's getting
Okay.
melty.
but you're not going. You're not drinking the whole thing. That's all that's left, and you're going in with a spoon.
Yes,
or,
she is. I think
or-
that's exactly what she's saying.
No, you go with a spoon.
Yeah.
You're eating cheese.
So you're eating the
sludge?
sludge. At
You're
the end,
eating
too.
cheese
Yeah.
sludge with a spoon.
Yeah, and if I have saltine mayo next to
Oh
me,
my
you can
God.
goop
No,
that.
This,
Okay.
no, no. I undo my ruling.
This
Man,
is
Man,
what are
now,
you?
some people have some crazy things in their nightstand drawer, but this, I'm going for the mayo and crackers.
Did you
now.
also hide this?
Hey, someone's got a picture.
No.
Oh, it is.
No,
Someone
this was- I
posted a
thought this
picture
was
of
her
goopy
entire
sludge
family
cheese.
doing
Oh,
this.
Yeah, like we were like, oh, I think it was.
I was offered this when they were making coffee.
oh
like,
my
some
God.
cheese with their coffee, and he was scandalized. And we're
Yeah,
all like,
that's not something you offer. Cheese and coffee.
It's certainly more strange than the mayo.
So,
but-
Annie in the chat, can you corroborate that this is a thing?
Yeah,
Like, are other people in the
I've seen a
chat?
bunch of people. It's like Caribbean.
It seems like it's a thing that people do.
Oh, Annie Googled it.
What are you doing?
What are you doing, monkey? What?
Michael Jordan podcast.
But just so you know, the monkey this entire second conversation has been muttering and screaming to
He's
himself
been-
how
but
excited he is and he wants to try
The
this.
whole
he wants to
time
eat it.
he's been hunched over sucking cook or something on the ground because I don't know what
is.
he was doing.
He is. He dropped an Oreo cook on the ground and he's been sucking it off.
It's the foot-long cook.
I honestly think we might have to try this.
No.
I would
I
try
honestly
it.
Take
think
away your
you're-
pour overs, put a drop of cheese in.
A
go.
drop of cheese.
Not gonna do it.
I am a big cheese fan,
Uh-huh.
and we know cheese and chocolate pairs well.
Mhm.
I've never put it inside hot chocolate.
No,
I would be more willing. I mean, I'll do both, but I think I'll probably like that more than coffee. But
definitely. Yeah.
This rides the territory of I've never heard anyone that does that.
Yeah, me
And-
either.
Yeah.
But like, I do know cheese and chocolate pairings, and also very white. So
Yeah,
other
yeah.
people
Yeah.
do eat
I-
foods differently.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to, just say like the way I was brought up is the way that, and the foods I eat are correct. But I'll say that like a cheese coffee combo to me I've tried the butter and coffee thing.
Yeah.
That's about as much dairy as I'm
Yeah.
It
going
also
for.
does go backwards a little bit, and then you immediately squeeze in like, and maybe there's mayo and saltines. And go,
Yeah.
okay,
Oh,
now
okay,
you're
all right.
crossing the
All
lines
right,
here.
all right. Yeah.
You're crossing the lines. It's getting to be a lot, and there's still more.
Yeah. And so the ruling on that, we might have to try
I'll
it.
try it.
Okay.
I'll try that. Jordan doesn't want to. He can.
Jordan can watch us
I
have it.
and then
I don't know.
I want to eat a bunch of baby bells. I'm all for sludge cheese.
You have a microphone and a camera. You could talk into the microphone.
I'm all for sludge cheese. It's different, but I just had 2 Lunchables, cheese pizza Lunchables right before I went to bed last night, and I had a bunch of cheese left over after I ate the little bread circles, the crust, and I was scraping that cheese out. I was gobbling every little piece. I could easily get a spoon and go nuts at the bottom of a cup.
So we get a baby bell cheese, we get a hot cup of black, I assume just black coffee. Is that what it is?
I just prepare it how I normally.
How do you usually
God.
prepare
A
it?
little
Picture
bit
from our
of
kitchen.
milk, sugar.
She drinks coffee like a normal person.
A little
not
bit
you
of milk
are.
and sugar
So it's
and
not
a little
just
bit
black
of
coffee.
a little bit of cheese.
Yeah. And it can be Gouda cheese. It can be cheddar cheese. It can
Could be any
cheese of your
cheese.
choice. Just something that melts well.
Okay.
You know what?
Craft American. You drop that in.
No.
I probably
That's
wouldn't do
crossing
that.
the line.
Ball it up and
I
watch it
wouldn't- No, I
float.
wouldn't do that.
I
either.
would
Get
try
craft away
drinking
from me.
it, but once we get to the sludge at the bottom,
Give it to
like,
Nick.
that's
Just
what-
give yours
Yeah,
to Nick.
just give your sludge cheese to Nick.
Now,
That's
does it give a fair amount of cheese flavor during the sipping, or is it mostly just for the sludge at the end?
You get some flavor when you're sipping.
Okay.
But would you say the main attraction is sludge?
Sludge.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah, that's what
I'm
I
a
was
sludge
afraid of.
guy.
Okay, so
I'm
let's
not-
say the ruling is we gotta try it, maybe?
I'll try it.
Okay.
But we actually have to try it.
Yes,
for once.
we will.
Yeah.
We'll do it. Okay, let's do it.
That
Okay, and then there's one
was
more.
perfect, but you went for 3.
I know. I'm sorry.
Okay,
It's
and
Yeah,
here's
this
the
person's
last
not
one.
here to defend themselves.
Good. We're really lay into them.
So your cousin eats Costco sliced ham on any kind of bread with peanut butter?
Yeah, so when we lived with him, he had like Costco hamburger buns was what he was using buns, but like that like
Wait,
weird, really wet sliced ham
Ugh.
just on the bun, slather peanut butter on the other side, and that was his go-to thing. And I thought it was because he was a protein freak and worked out,
Mm.
but I did clarify with him before this
Ham's not
that
the best.
it's because he likes it.
Okay. I thought you were doing this for nutrition. Nah, man, not at all.
It got even stranger because the ham and peanut butter was enough, but Eric's was like, and a kind of bread, and you went right to hamburger bun, which is
Yeah, that was he would use anything, but that's what we had, and he's like, "Fuck it."
People
I
are
don't know if
still
I can
posting
ra-
pictures of saltines
I don't know if I
with
can-
mayonnaise on them.
People
if
at
I can-
home are doing the saltine mayonnaise right now.
I mean, if you like mayonnaise, you like crackers. I get it. I don't get.
It just makes me.
It's
I don't-
delicious.
I don't look. I'm on your side here. Not many people are over here. I don't get ham and peanut butter,
Saltine mayonnaise challenge.
and I like ham and peanut butter separately. I
Yeah.
don't think I would ever put them together on a hamburger bun.
Hamburger bun and ham.
Just the flavor.
Like the really cheap ones, no seeds.
Whoa.
Yeah, that'd be
Pluck
too
those
healthy.
out,
Yeah, get this out of here. You're getting in the way of my ham and peanut butter combo. The flavor
don't
just
see
seems
it. I
so.
just can't see it.
Yeah, this isn't also like traditional Puerto Rican food, is it?
Yeah. You don't know anything about this, right?
She's like, hell no.
Yeah.
This is him being a freak.
Don't put that on.
Yeah.
Don't put that on me.
Yeah. You don't endorse this.
That's right.
Yeah, I can't. I never tried it myself.
Yeah.
I refuse to. It was
Yeah.
dripping.
I didn't want to. It smelled weird.
Was it creamy or chunky? I don't remember.
Oh, and he preferred chunky.
No, come on.
That's
Come on.
that for some
He's saying
reason
ooh,
makes
and
it,
why are you clapping?
Why is
It's
he
an
clapping?
ooh.
that makes it so much worse for some reason.
It does. It
like,
really does.
In my head, the
The-
whole
the
time
texture.
it's
Ham
creamy.
is so smooth.
Yeah.
and wet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what gives it a crunch?
Shut
Shut
nice
your mouth.
crunch.
Shut up.
We gotta try
Disgusting.
it.
No, we
Rem-
don't. We're not trying.
Go back to forgetting you have a mic.
We're not.
Yeah.
We're not trying that one.
Yeah, I listened to that new Bad Bunny album. He didn't say anything about this on the whole thing at all. That's not for the people. This is
He does mention the cheese queso de papa that we use in the coffee.
whoa.
By the way,
See, dude,
That's-
good
that's
enough for
pretty
Bad
cool.
Bunny.
And
Good
it's
enough
just.
for me.
I'll be honest. It sounds so official too, the way she's saying.
It's
it.
true.
Like if
Yeah.
it sounds that good, it can't be that crazy.
I like that.
It sounds better than cheese sludge. Don't say that. Don't say that.
How do you say sludge in Spanish?
she's saying it like it's like this term, but it's just the words we're already using. But in Spanish, you're just like, well, that's must be
Yeah.
what it's called.
It sounds better.
Okay, what's your ruling on ham and peanut butter?
No,
Right?
ham
No,
and
that
peanut
one
butter.
that one is a big time no.
Yeah.
And I don't know if an intervention is needed. Would have been easier if he still lived with you guys, but
Yeah, because then you could kick him out.
It also, I will say,
just
what
tell him actions have consequences and kick him out.
what I think you benefited
He's
from here
stuck in
too.
Alaska. It's his own
Yeah.
punishment.
The judge
Stuck in
said,
Alaska.
I think you benefited here by having that in the mix and also going last because
Yeah.
it really elevated the first two.
yeah.
Yeah. Like from the initial reaction being like, I don't know about these, and then being like, okay, saltine mayonnaise, that was pretty okay.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh, I might try the coffee and cheese thing. And then this one, no way. No, like you lost it. We were on the edge, and then you really lost us with crunchy peanut butter.
Yeah, crunchy peanut butter really like fucked the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Bad style.
Nick's in,
Nick's
apparently.
in.
which means
Which-
obviously it's freak food.
Yeah, which means you should go to jail.
Yeah, it means he'd love to try it, but he'll never go
Yeah.
get.
We
the stuff.
sentenced him to jail, aka Alaska.
Sentence
Okay.
him.
Perfect.
Thank
Nailed it
you
that time.
very much for making time for
really
that.
quick before
yeah,
I go-
absolutely.
Very much.
I
Please.
assume you guys do not drive to Kyle often. There is
No,
a Buc-ee's
no.
being built.
So the
So there's going to be closer than
Okay.
the other one.
yeah, I mean, there's gonna be that Buc-ee's there, but there's the
I
biggest
still want to
Buc-ee's
go
in
to
the
the
world.
biggest Buc-ee's.
in
It's
Louisville.
gotta
Only
be the
1,000
biggest
square
one.
feet different than the biggest.
That's
I checked.
pretty big.
Yep,
That's bigger than this office.
Me and Jordan were talking about it the other day, and we were saying that like it's really cool when people want to go to Buc-ee's, but then you end up going to the small Buc-ee's and you
Dude,
get
small-
mad.
small
Buc-ee's
Buc-ee's.
suck.
Dude,
Small
if-
Buc-ee's are sad.
if you're going somewhere
Mhm.
and like the only Buc-ee's on your route is a small Buc-ee's, it's
Yep.
not even worth
don't
stopping.
worth stopping. Just go
Yeah.
to
Do they have nice
just go to
bathrooms
Quick
or
Trip.
no?
I don't even remember.
They're like regular bathrooms at
Oh,
the small Buc-ee's.
okay.
Sad.
Look at the Kewpie on a Ritz. You don't like Kewpie. That doesn't count.
Disgusting.
Can you buy art at the small Buc-ee's?
no,
No, they don't even
They
have
don't
like a
have art.
home
They
goods
just have- they
section.
just have snacks.
Yeah.
Sad. Well,
Fuck that.
thank you very much for your time, and well, at least we don't have to send it like a bounty hunter for you. But
Yeah, and now I hope you since then and now continue to enjoy your saltines and mayonnaise in the light.
yeah.
waiting
Enjoy.
till-
Bring it to the light.
Right.
I do.
Bring
I
it
do.
to the light.
Okay,
Now.
excellent.
Thank you very,
Very
much.
good. Thank you.
Thanks for calling in.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
You have to hang up on him, Nick.
We
You
have to
could just
say,
end the
we have
call,
to
but
say
you don't have to say like hang up. Like
we have to
like,
say
There you
be,
go.
be
They went.
gone.
Never mind.
Great.
I think they left.
I think we got to try cheese sludge coffee. That's
fine.
crazy.
Don't make me try the sludge.
You can watch us try it. You can film it.
It can't be worse
No,
than
he'll
Pizza
feel
Hut wine.
I'm gonna
But it cannot. It cannot. Literally cannot be worse than that wine up there.
Can you read the next one? Can you read the one that we just want read? Like,
Is it the one about the
he has a sibling,
the
quote unquote sibling.
Let's see, Discord
Is it
audience
real?
depression.
Is the sibling real?
Hang on, let me see. Was it?
I
the
have
one,
a twin.
my brother thinks preparing no.
Not a real brother.
Okay, is it this one, the unsalted scrambled eggs? Is that the one you're looking for?
No.
Is it the one about the milk and crackers?
No.
What the fuck?
There was one in the read-only pile.
That's where I'm looking right now.
It was a really long one.
The one about drinking piss cup? Pissy piss cup?
There's-
They drink piss?
There's Brother Bailey. Is that the one?
That's the one. I don't know if you looked up. He nodded with a huge smile on his face.
Okay.
He looked like Kendrick talking to Drake.
This is the one. This is sent in by Better Devil, who is in the chat. But we're gonna read this one because
Brother Bailey is me. Yeah, we don't really have any commentary. We just want to read.
we just kind of want to read this because it's it seems insane. And we couldn't
Impossible.
believe it. We were sitting in a coffee shop
They
going,
said,
"What?
Yeah!
He's bumped.
This is about an item in my mother's possession known as Brother Bailey. Once upon a time, my mother was trying to make homemade vanilla extract. The process of doing this is pretty simple. 1, get a big-ass bottle of Absolute vodka. 2, pour off the vodka so it's filled to the top of the T in the Absolute logo. 3, add 6 or 7 vanilla beans. 4, add Kahlua. The last step is not how you make vanilla extract or whatever she's trying to do. That adding Kahlua does not do that, just to be clear.
Okay. I don't know.
Except this one time when she was making the extract, she made an error. Instead of grabbing Kahlua, she grabbed Bailey's Irish Cream. The instant she poured the Bailey's into the bottle, it started curdling. A complete and total waste of $60 of alcohol and vanilla beans.
And then you just threw it out, right?
It is now 25 years later. She still has the bottle. Dubbed by my friends as Brother Bailey, this bottle of Absolute vodka contains a brown liquid with small chunks floating in it that have the appearance of dirt mixed with brown sugar. These chunks are floating around and concentrated at the top of the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
In the center of this swirling brown mass are 6 vanilla beans.
There's a
That's
picture. There's a
it?
picture.
Oh my God. There are 6 vanilla beans that have been soaking in vanilla for the past 25 years. Brother Bailey is older than I am. I am 21 years old, and Brother Bailey was created 4 years before me. For as long as I can remember, Brother Bailey has been sitting on top of our fridge. Brother Bailey has followed us through 5 different houses and has crossed state lines of Pennsylvania twice in that time.
Imagine moving and being like, we gotta
gotta
pack
put Brother Bailey.
I
For
can't
as
imagine
long as I have lived, I have known Brother Bailey and will take it to my grave. If
No,
I
you won't.
ever
It's
get
gonna outlive
married,
you.
if I ever get married, I will consummate the marriage with a shot of Brother Bailey.
I don't know about that.
You will die.
I don't know about that.
If I then go on to have
Grab the
kids,
mayonnaise.
I will keep Brother Bailey with me so they too may know its comforting embrace. You're going to get an infection and die.
Or you might cure all infections.
Or you might be the healthiest person in the world. Yeah.
RFK Jr. is gonna come knocking.
I heard you got the stuff.
You have it there. Where's Brother Bailey?
Brother Bailey.
The door.
So Brother Bailey is disgusting, and you've dropped images of it several times.
Well, what I do
just really
appreciate-
like the story of like having this thing that's like
Look
it
at
Yeah.
predates him.
Yeah, I do appreciate that. It's the, I wouldn't consider this spam because the chat's
Yeah.
moving, and he just keeps putting it up so people
Right.
can see it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm okay. with
I
it.
missed the first one.
I'm okay
So
with
I,
it.
I really
So-
appreciate
so
getting a couple looks.
This is funny to me, and I have bias here.
Uh-huh.
Not only does this sound not insane to me,
Uh-huh.
this scratches an itch or like a nostalgia where I go, I get it. So we had stink jug at Achievement Hunter. We had a big jug. We had this big water jug.
Oh, right.
And we used it to waterboard each other one day, which was very fun. It was a hot day. And there was a bunch of water left in it. And I don't remember why we started putting shit in it. We had like bread. I think we had Rudy's or something. And someone put bread in it. I think Trevor was like, we can make yeast or some shit. I don't remember. He said something.
We can make vanilla
Someone put
extract.
bread in it. And it was funny. And then we just like threw a bunch of shit at it. In like a day or two, it started turning. And so we covered it to trap the stink. And the exact same thing happened where it was like growing. And we were like, our child. And it became a thing at the office. And remember when the bungalow, we just talked about this somewhat recently.
Oh, yeah.
They had the pipe leaking or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Before they knew that, they thought we hid stink jug in their office. And so it'd be like, stink jug, where's stink? Who moved stink jug? Where is it? That's our child. That's exactly like this. It's alcohol. Their version might be like cleaner at least because it started with alcohol. Maybe it could kill something.
So what happened to it?
Eventually, it just got thrown out. I think we threw it in a dumpster. I think we like buried it.
You'd
We took
have
it to the
to.
dumpster. What are we gonna do with it? It started. We called it stink jug. It was a thing, and then we just like went home for the weekend. And we were like, oh my god, what fucking stinks in here? We're like, it's this jug. It's a stink jug.
Oh,
But then we're like, we get rid of it. Well, no, we just
Is
cover
that a picture
we
of
just,
it?
We
Is
just
that
covered
just-
up. That's it with a bunch of bread in
No!
it. That was the beginning when the water was still clear. That's stink jug.
what happened? What happened when Gavin saw it?
That also might be why we did it.
Probably the reason you put bread in it is for that reaction.
I think
but then
anyone-
it turns into something
Anyone
else.
here listening that knew what I'm talking about had to have been thinking about stink jug, right? I mean, can I
Wow.
get some
Stink jug confirmation?
Once you started explaining it, I was like, it's stink jug, and that's the waterboarding video.
When was this? Because I have no memory of stink jug.
Was this
Like
around?
even in the
2018?
Yeah, I would say this.
Wow.
This I think
2019?
because I remember the bungalow.
It was right
thing.
outside the Sandra Bullock door.
Yeah,
when we waterboarded each other. I think that was why we had an open jug of water
Weren't you on, wasn't
with
there like a
some
workout?
water left.
There's like a workout bench or
Yeah,
something.
that was the
you guys
bench I
did it
brought
on?
to the office.
Yeah.
So I had to work out of the office. I had to get my lifts in.
Oh man.
was it?
I thought
always,
of stink jug immediately.
was it always stinky? Like after that initial stink?
Yeah, but we covered it, so
Right.
it didn't stink.
Right.
We put
but
like
if you uncovered it, it would
yeah,
stink.
yeah. We put like some rag or something over it, and then like rubber banded it or something, and it didn't stink.
Keep that.
But like
smell
you
in
could
there.
see like black mold like growing in
Oh
it, like
my
up against
God.
the edge, and it would get like it turned a color.
Honestly,
then
I'm
it just
glad
became
I
like an
wasn't-
experiment. We were like, what's it look like now? And we just kept it. And every time someone
glad I
can go,
know
what the fuck is this? I'm like, let's stink jug.
It was just science,
It
huh?
became a thing that we all loved and cared about. And so now you have theirs is easier actually because it's small.
Right.
This was a giant 5-gallon jug of
Yeah.
water.
Brother Bailey is just a bottle of Absolute.
Brother Bailey, I
Brother
get
Bailey's
it.
been around for
I
25
get it.
25
Right,
years
we
is
had it a
crazy.
couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Imagine having stink jug now and how inconvenient that would be.
Enough people at the office knew about it. We
Uh-huh.
never did anything. We left it there. But I think Blaine came over one day. He's like, "You put that jug under our office.
You
Put
must
that.
have.
Did you put that thing? It stinks over there. Did you guys do it? Like they were filming a video." Going around trying to find it out, and then off camera, they're like, "But really though, did you guys put it?" like if it's a joke, it's fine. It's just it
Please
stinks so,
tell us.
It just
Yeah.
stinks so bad under there. Like you're fucking with us. Please, we got to get rid of it.
Oh,
And
man.
we're like, we didn't do it. They did not believe us, and then it was a sewage leak. They were checking the ceiling tiles to see if we put something.
Part
like,
of
in
me
their
is
ceiling.
sad to have missed out on that being in like the separate building.
Yeah.
with the link, but also I'm glad to be away from.
Oh
it
wait,
at the
I'm
same
like
time.
because boy, it could happen to you.
Yeah.
It's
We did
nerve-wracking.
hide a stink cup in the bungalow, and it was. I don't know if it was my idea to put it there, but my idea was we put it in John Reisinger's office because he can't smell.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
So other people were like, "What is that smell? Where is it?" And John's like, "Yeah, I don't know." And it was like right next to his desk. That was like a tiny one. We probably did that after Stink Jug because it gave us the idea. It was Stink Cup. And it was Chris and John sharing an office. John couldn't smell it, and Chris probably was like, someone's making lunch. Because he's fucking weird. What's that delicious aroma in here? Everyone was like, what is it? We don't know. We did that first, so then they thought we like leveled up and destroyed their whole office, but it was
With
just
the
poop.
stink jug.
It was just poop.
It was just poop.
Which
it was
makes
just
it-
them. It was
which-
them doing it to
Which
themselves.
makes it funnier because they were like walking around the office just sniffing. And I was like, that is poop. You're just trying to find
trying to
poop.
smell poop. You got poop in your nose now.
Anyway, I love Brother Bailey.
yeah, I think.
That's a better name than Stink Jug.
yeah.
I think that's a great story.
I think it's
It's
pretty
a fantastic.
awesome.
I would keep that thing as long as live as possible.
Yeah.
I had a blue Gatorade at my desk for like 12 years.
I remember that.
Wow.
yeah, it didn't stink.
Yeah, but it was
It was just a
something you
Gatorade I'd
kept.
gotten from the kitchen, and I put it behind my monitor and didn't drink it. And then weeks and months, and someone's like, "Drink the Gatorade yet?" I'm like, "Well, no, now it's my
Wow.
blue Gatorade." I'm pretty sure I took it home at one point.
Wow.
Like when we moved from
The one office?
636
Yeah.
to the other one. I think it's still in my garage somewhere. Wow. People would come by like 6 years like, "You still got that blue Gatorade?" I'm like,
See if you
"I
can
didn't
find
open it."
Dude, if
can
you
find it,
have it,
plop
throw
it
it up
down
here.
here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna buy a bottle of blue Gatorade and say
Yeah,
that and put it up there.
Well, don't
This
do
is
that.
it.
Well, don't
Oh,
tempt-
because I would
don't
also
tempt
say
Nick.
then like after
I'll check the copyright on it.
I had that before I got married. I had that before I had kids, and I was like,
Wow.
this blue Gatorade's been here before all of you.
That's
that blue
crazy.
Gatorade was there before most of the employees at Rooster Teeth.
Brother
By the
Gatorade.
end of it. Brother Gatorade.
So I think the ruling
Anyway.
on Brother Bailey is we're for it.
I'm for it. I'm
Yep.
definitely for it. It
Yep.
brings nostalgia back to me from my own
Damn.
experience.
That's awesome. That's a great one. Slam that gavel and we can head to the next one.
All in favor of Brother Bailey?
Beautiful.
Perfect.